Hello everyone, Ron here from RJJ's Reactions, and I am back with The Warning. And I just had a lot of requests for different songs from The Warning, and I chose basically at random, dust to dust, the last time I did one. And it happened to be, apparently, the beginning of a series of songs from Queen of the Murder Scene. And so I've decided to go through them in order, and the next one is Crimson Queen. So that's the one I'll be doing today. Should be good. Queen of the Murder Scene sounds like a comedy. Just joking. Probably not. So we'll see how it goes with this one, and we will have a look at the lyrics afterwards. Just before I jump into the music, hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel a lot. Check in the description below to see how you can help even more with donations, or to get your requests bumped up to a day or two rather than waiting. The regular list is quite long, but keep sending me your messages, requests, suggestions, information. I read it all and I answer as many as I can. It's all very, very interesting and supportive, and I love it. So thank you very much. Let's have a listen. Here we are, Crimson Queen, The Warning, live at Lunario. We've got chapter 1 here. Let's go.
I don't know what it is that you do. Makes a spark but doesn't stop. A conundrum in my heart. I know love shows in mysterious ways. Still my screaming makes no sound, just silence at the roundabout. Yeah, there is no rose without its thorns. Prickled fingers are just part of the ways into the heart. I can't always be there to stop all the bleeding. Your words are misleading. There's more to it than just wishing to be found. 'Cause you are my friend.
I'm going to back up a little bit. I was just about to stop, and then she started belting it out there. But I was just going to say, yeah, it was great coming in with her voice and primarily the guitar, and just noticing the makeup on, I kind of noticed on her neck or whatever there, and now on her hand. So I'm sure this has some meaning that you know that I don't, but just thought I'd point that out. Yeah, really good listening to Dany's voice with the guitar, and now everything sounds like it's coming in full force.
To be found. 'Cause you are my fantasy. I don't know what that means, but I know that you, the
Yeah, super voice, and I also like what they're doing in the background, sort of behind the drums with the screen and the various pictures and things. There's probably a lot of meaning to that too, but you'd have to get into the whole lore and everything before you would really fully understand what's going on. But it is very interesting to see as well. Dany's voice is stellar, and of course everyone else is uh, doing very well. But I think the focal is on Dany here for the most part.
That means, but I know that you amuse my soul. So here's to loving you. Raise the glass in front of you. Drink for me, for me. I'll be your crimson queen.
Very good. Awesome. Okay, the sisters do it again. Just waiting for a minute. Oh, I think we've really reached the end. Okay, just in case somebody said something there. All right, there's Dany. Wonderful vocals here, really dug in and reminded me a little bit. Some of this reminded me a little bit of. I'm not comparing singers. I try not to do that, but there is something here that, at first, it hit me, and I thought one thing, and then I thought, I'm not sure if that's right. And then later, I thought, yeah, it reminds me of the name is not coming to me. Drats. Well, there you go. It reminds me of somebody, but yeah, it very much does remind me, but I can't think of who it is. If I come up with the name, I'll talk about it during the lyrics, but for some reason, it's right there and it's not quite clicking. But I really did enjoy that. That was really good. I know sometimes with the live performances, you don't always get the perfect audio that you might with an official video, but I like to see live, and they're very good live. So yeah, this was great. Let's have a look at the lyrics now. Crimson Queen by The Warning. Yes, Dany's voice reminded me at a couple of points anyway of Grace Slick a little bit, and I don't think she'd mind being compared to her. Probably not anyway. All right, there is something that you make me feel. Can't put my finger on it. The feeling leaves me trembling. I don't know what it is that you do. Makes a spark but doesn't stop. The conundrum in my heart. So that sounds like somebody is having a very powerful effect on her. I know love shows in mysterious ways. Still my screaming makes no sound. Just silence at the roundabout. And yet there is no rose without its thorns. Prickled fingers are just part of the ways into the heart. So, a painful relationship, perhaps. I can't always be there to stop all the bleeding. Your words are misleading. There's more to it than just wishing to be found. Because you are my fantasy. I don't know what that means, but I know that you bemuse my soul. So is this a real relationship, or is this just a fantasy relationship? Is this someone that, and I don't mean Dany, I don't mean the real people, I mean the character in the song, that, or the Crimson Queen, I suppose, that she wants to be noticed by, is she in love with somebody not in love with her, for example? Because you are my fantasy. I don't know what that means, but I know that you bemuse my soul. I don't know the meaning of that glance. The way that it seems to dance always leaves me in a trance. What's the reason for that smile you wear? So it looks like she's looking at somebody. Wishing that it was for me never made me feel so weak. I can't always be there to stop all the bleeding. Your words are misleading. There's more to it than just wishing to be found. Yeah, it sounds like she's wishing to be found by this person that she's admiring from afar, perhaps. Because you are my fantasy. So here's to loving you. Raise the glass in front of you. Drink for me. For me. I'll be your crimson queen. All right. Yeah, good lyrics. It's chapter 1, so we're getting into the story, I guess. And it sounds to me like this is unrequited love, perhaps. Could be wrong, could be totally wrong, could be on the wrong path. And everybody who knows this story and loves this story and has listened to it over and over and has listened to all the commentary and discussed with one another is going to, sometimes people jump all over and say, oh, you got it all wrong. Yeah, well, it's first time listening, so too bad if I did. We'll sort things out as we move through. And at any rate, it will be my own interpretation. So I don't read all of the other comments or people who talk about things. I'm sure there's a ton of stuff online if I wanted to really get into it and read everyone else's thoughts, but I prefer to come in as clean as I can and read it as I did with Dust to Dust when I first read that one. Now that I know it's a series, that already skews my interpretation a little bit, and that's okay though. I mean, that's fine. But yeah, I try to get into it and I try to take what I can from it because I think that's important as well, particularly for people who are listening to the warning and are not necessarily listening to these songs in order, or not, could be the first song they ever heard. So what does it mean when it's the only one you've heard? So also very, very important to be able to stand alone as well as within the story or within the lore. Like 21 Pilots has a lot of lore, and I certainly don't know all of it, but I still love their music, and I think you can listen to any one of them separately, mostly anyway, and get a lot of meaning out of it that might not be identical to what it is when you put it all together. Anyway, there's my rambling thoughts. Let me know what you think of this song, of the warning in general. Is there more you'd like to hear from the warning? I will be putting more on the channel anyway. As I say, I'm going through this series of songs. But yeah, if you want something more from them or anyone else, let me know. If you want to bump it up, check in the description. There's a way you can get it within a day or two rather than waiting. And let me see, what else was I going to say? Oh yes, the notification bell. Click on that because if videos get blocked, that helps you to get notified still. Click on the subscribe if you haven't already. I'm pretty sure you have. Thank you to everybody who's already subscribed. And yeah, go to the artist channel. It'll be in the description as well, and support them, obviously. Subscribe, like videos, and we'll just support one another. It is Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Keep listening, keep having fun. This was a great one. Bye-bye for now.